Today we're going to discuss what really happened the day of Santiago Nassar's death. We're going to get different perspectives from different people in the town and see what really happened. Noah? Yeah. Okay. First we have Placido Lanero, Santiago's mother with us. From your perspective, what happened the day of Santiago's murder?
Well, considering that I read dreams, there actually wasn't anything suspicious about his dream the day of his death. But in reality, I interpreted the dream incorrectly. If I would have read his dream correctly, my son would still be alive today. It's hard. Can we stop?
Alright, let's stop. Now we have Clotilde, and we're going to hear her perspective. So, how was the day of Santiago Nassar's death?
Well, the twins who killed Santiago Nassar came into my store. I told my husband, but he didn't believe me, that they would kill him. In my eyes, though, I could tell they wanted somebody to stop them, but no one would. The twins left, and I sent a message to Victoria to warn off his death. But then they came back with a different set of knives. I still never understood why they wanted to kill him so badly.
1. So what you're saying is you don't have a mind of your own.
I do have a mind of my own.
But what you're basically telling me is you're allowing 1, for your husband to make decisions for you, and 2, to ignore obvious signs that someone's going to be killed.
But you have to back that up with evidence. I took the knives away from them.
Did you, or did Father Amador take the knives away?
Okay, Father Amador took the knives away. But still, I did not completely know that they were going to do that because they'd never known to even hurt a fly.
Is a direct threat statement made to multiple people in the town, is that not enough evidence or even enough suspicion to at least go warn this man?
I brought it to my husband. He knows him better than I do. So I figured, just don't worry about it.
The bottom line is a death threat is a death threat, period. It doesn't matter who it comes from. It's enough evidence to put these men in jail.
Same if a child did the same thing?
It
doesn't
matter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's nothing to apologize to me about. Santiago is the one who's dead. Now we have Crystal Bedoya, a good friend of Santiago Nassar's. So, Crystal, how was the day of Santiago Nassar's death for you?
Well, seeing as though Santiago and I were very close, we were together the day of his murder. We were on our way to see the bishop when we split up. Once I heard the news, I searched literally everywhere to find him. Everyone heard the news of the death threat, but I was the only one who was willing to stop it. It was very insane.
1. So when did you find out that Santiago was supposed to be murdered?
I was actually the last person to find out.
And it was also said that you were the last person seen with him?
Correct.
And is there anything that you would have done differently that night or that day, knowing what was going to happen?
I more than likely would have stayed with him instead of leaving him, considering the fact that the twins did tell me that they were going to kill him after I left him.
And you said you went around town looking for him, to warn him after you found out. So what did you encounter during the journey?
Well, first I went to his mother's house, and she said she wasn't sure if he had came in or not. So I went to his room to make sure, and he wasn't there. So then, just to protect him and I got his gun. And then when I was leaving out to continue finding him, the twins came back to approach me to say something smart about it. So I was going to shoot them, but I didn't know how to shoot a gun. And then, come to find out, it wasn't even bullets in the gun for me to shoot them.
Which makes sense because it's heard around town that Santiago sleeps with a gun under his pillow, unloaded.
Like his father.
Considering all the different perspectives and viewpoints, it's clear that there's always more than one side to a story. Santiago Nassar's death had a huge toll on his town, and hopefully sometime in the future we'll find out if Santiago Nassar really deserved his death. We chose the characters we did to show different perspectives and make them extreme different perspectives. For example, Crystal Bedoya was a very close friend of Santiago's, so his feelings and perspective of the day were much more emotional than Clotilde's. she really didn't care because she wasn't personally being affected by it. We also chose to record in different locations to represent the different scenes throughout the book.